What is up, everybody? It is GunnersFrontier here. Don't know why I am shouting. But it is GunnersFrontier here with a tutorial video. And in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys how to make that thumbnail that I made in CSGO with Spino Part 3. And if you haven't watched that video yet, you should go watch it because it is a pretty good video. But anyways, let's get right down to the point. As you can see, I have the template by Remain Focus, in which I will have a link in the description below. So let's get started. What you're going to do is to place your image in this your image here box. You're going to want to click on this empty layer. Once you click on this empty layer, go to File. By the way, it doesn't matter which Photoshop version you use. Hit Place, and then search for the picture that you need. For example, I'm going to use this cool splatter picture. Now when you enter your picture, it's not always going to be formatted to fit. Like this, it is semi-cut off. So these borders is the picture. Here we can change it, and the border lines will not be shown, only the picture. And now since all other layers are above this picture, it comes out to look like this, which I think is pretty awesome. So you stretch your picture to how you want it to fit. Now that you're done with that, right click the picture that you just put in and hit Place. Now you have half of your thumbnail done. All you have to do is change the text. There are 3 text boxes in which to do this. If you use one, it may not be as organized as using all 3 lines. I used all 3 lines in CSGO with Spino. Let's start. Now, if you download this font off the internet, which I did, you might not have exactly the font that the person used. But you can still substitute the font with your version of Kenyan Coffee. And if you really want, you can experiment with other fonts to see which looks good. But I'm just going to stick to how it's made and use Kenyan Coffee. Here, you can put as much text as you want, and then move on to the second box, like I said, so it looks neat. Find your font again. Now, I know it really sucks looking for your font each time, but, you know, it's kind of worth it in the end. You're going to have a professional looking thumbnail, and it is crucial to have a professional looking thumbnail because your video is going to look really appealing. Everyone's going to be like, oh, I want to click on that. You know, it seems professional and not just a stupid, poorly made video. Now, I'm not judging anybody's video. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little big, the text. No dirty jokes. So what we can do is we can go up here and enter a custom number, take a wild guess, or we can go to this slider. That will give us a very accurate demonstration on what size our font is going to be. So we highlight it and minimize it. This gives you really accurate sizing, which is pretty awesome, if I don't say so. And now enter our last text box to what we want. This is not going to be the thumbnail that I'm using, because basically what happened is the very first time I recorded this, I was using some very shady software that gave me viruses called Cam Studio, and it didn't even record. So I made the thumbnail in that first attempt, and this is my 5th attempt right now, which is going successful so far. I've only messed up twice. Not too bad mess ups. But anyways, we're getting off topic. Let's move back on to the tutorial. Now we're going to minimize it again. Now you may notice that there's a huge gap in between thumbnail and for beginners, unlike how it says for tutorial. So, it's a simple fix. All we're going to need to do is we're going to want to go to our move tool and move it upward. Now there should be a snap point around. You can snap it to the bottom if you want to. But I think about, I would say, here is good for this thumbnail. Now we're done. All we're going to want to do is hit save as, and since there's no transparent backgrounds, you can save it as a JPEG. Don't save it as a Photoshop project, and be sure not to replace the actual template if you want to use it again. You can name this to whatever you want, but I'm actually not going to save it because I don't need this picture. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I can make more tutorials. I could even make gaming tutorials. It doesn't have to be all tutorials in Photoshop. And this is for educational purposes. Remain focused. If you're watching this, I can take this video down. Just comment on my video. But yeah, so all credit goes to Remain Focused, and I will not be using this thumbnail anymore because I've been learning Photoshop and I feel that I can make thumbnails on my own now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. Make the ground shake.